All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, finishing up the month of August here, and we've got just a few suppliers, and I guess, you know, me taking a little time off. These guys are a little slow to come back also. It's a lot out there, so I know walking around with a wine bag in South Florida, you know, a little sweaty out there in August. And September, we're going to see a lot more suppliers in the store, because you know what comes next? October, November, December, otherwise known as OND in the wine sales world. So we've got one of our friends here, Harley, in, showed us some really interesting wines. Some old friends here like Charles Audoin, which had these wines in the store from Burgundy, a small domain. Very good stuff, and some new stuff from this Val de Mer property. This Sauvignon from Saint Brie. Wow, talk about a really unique wine, and 100% Sauvignon Blanc. This AC is just southwest of Chablis here, and you get a really musky nuance to the nose here. Onion peel, white grapefruit, citrus, notes of green peppercorn spice, lots of minerality showing here on the palate. Really intense on the tongue. You get that lovely savory grapefruit, and then a good hand of zesty mineral nuance, that green peppercorn spice. Very distinct, very long and layered finish. Excellent juice at $22.50. Man, what a great little bottle of wine. Very distinct and unique. If you love Sauvignon Blanc, this wine, incredible little value. If you like Sancerre style Sauvignon Blanc, I should say. Anyways, the Domaine Charles Audoin Marsanne Rosé. Wow. Man, this 2012 vintage for Rosé, off the charts. One of the best rosés I have ever had. Most excellent juice. Very pretty nose. Rose petals. A bit of that barnyardy, kind of funky, earthy note on the first day, which blew off on the second day. You notice that pure red cherry, Jolly Rancher candy fruit. Really smooth and creamy on the tongue. This wine's got wonderful viscosity here, and wonderful cherry fruit here. Nice intensity, pretty floral notes, and a bright seashell kind of minerality on the finish. Most excellent juice, man. One of the best rosés I've ever had from Marsanne, which is the best area in Burgundy, I think, for rosé. At $28.50. All right, the Val de Mer Brut Rosé up next, and this has got a disgorgement date on the bottle. You know, we love to see that with sparkling wines that do not have vintage dates on the bottle. So it says disgorged September 23rd, 2013. It spends 13 months on the lees, so that would indicate it's 2011 vintage use. And on the nose, this wine's got a lovely kind of nutty nuance to the red plum and cherry fruit. 100% Pinot Noir. This is harvested 2 weeks earlier than the grapes for the red wine, so a little higher in acid. And it's got big prickly bubbles on the tongue here with a nice hand of that salty, minerally nuance on the finish. Very fresh and bright style. No dosage at all here. And a bit of a red tart cherry fruit on the finish, but excellent juice. And a relative value when you look at sparkling wines, $28.50. And then we've got a little Marsanne Rouge Cuvée Marie Ragueneau. And this wine is excellent, man. Very intense black raspberry fruit on the nose. Smoky, spicy, pretty floral notes. Really rich and concentrated. This is a great vintage from Burgundy 2010. Even the Marsannes off the charts, man. This wine's rich and plump on the tongue, especially for this region. A nice dark raspberry coulis-like fruit, velvety, silky texture with a good hand of that spice from the nose coming through on this finish. Some tannins and structure here also. It's a nice hand of acidity holding everything together. Man, excellent bottle of Marsanne. Both of these wines, the Rosé and the Rouge, excellent. I like the Rosé better. I don't know what that says about me. All right, and then the Hacienda Lopez de Haro Rioja Reserva, 2006. This is a producer from the famous village of Haro. Not a small producer, but it's a rather large, you know, bigger size producer. And this is 90% Tempranillo, 5% Graciano, 5% Garnacha, aged for 20 months in a mix of French and American oak, and a bit of that coconut kind of nuance coming out there on the nose. Some dark cherry and wild strawberry jam-like fruit, smoked meats, dried herbs. Nice complexity on the second day. This wine opening up very nicely. Big and chewy on the tongue with nice freshness here, nice berry fruit, a nice zest to the finish, that smoky, meaty nuance coming through at the end. An excellent bottle of Rioja for $17.75. And then the Monastir SX from Navarra. And Monastir, I guess that means monastery. It's a blend of Tempranillo, Cabernet, and Merlot, aged for 18 months in French oak. This wine's got a good amount of fresh plowed dark earth, cigar box spice, dark plum and currant fruit, soy, graphites, kind of smoky, meaty notes. Nice complexity here, and lighter on the palate, but nice amount of that smoky spice coming through on the finish, and even filling out on the second day. This wine much nicer on the second day. Finishes with good balance and freshness. And this company's working with 10 different DOs in Spain. Excellent juice at $24. That's what we had to drink with our friend Harley here at the Wine Watch. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.